Congratulations on all the success with No Laying Up. When I told some of my golfing buddies that you were coming on the show today, people went nuts. It's got to be a thrill for you to have golfers around the world think of your brand with such affinity. But tell me how this whole thing started and what's the state of the brand today?
Well, I always tell people there's a 2-minute story and a 20-minute story. I'm guessing you're going to ask for the 2-minute story, which is basically some college buddies of mine and I. We started a podcast maybe about 8 years ago now that we kind of looked around. We always wanted to do a sports show of some kind, and golf was just lagging behind in terms of new media popping up. There was not really the same like blogosphere thing that had been going on in baseball and football for quite some time, and just said maybe we could do that for golf. And we started doing it as a hobby back in 2014, and by 2017 we had one by one started just quitting our daytime jobs that we were still maintaining during that time period. And as we started to get pros and guests kind of coming on the show, and the show started to grow and sponsors started reaching out, we decided to try to make it a real business and a real full-time job. And it is a dream job. Somehow I end up working way more now than I ever did when I had an office job, but I can't really complain about it, especially a week like the one we're about to have, which is I think the most anticipated golf tournament I've had since I've been covering golf.
And it is, kind of sad as a golf fan, because you do want to see the next generation of golfers have that same mentality towards the game that Tiger had, which is a big reason why we all fell in love with it in the first place. I don't know if you suffer from this, where I sometimes struggle with following professional golf because I'm out playing golf. How much golf are you getting to play now that is this, no laying up is your job and your career?
Less and less as the years go along. Somehow, pro golf has made our jobs extremely busy, and pro golf is not exactly what I love the most about golf. But I think that's what makes this sport so interesting. Is I think when you reach a certain age, like I have no interest in becoming a better football player than I am. I'm good with my basketball talents. I will never pick up a baseball again, probably, but golf we're going to play forever, and that's just kind of what this unique link that so many people have to the game. And that's why a lot of them tune in to watch mostly the major championships and these great congregations of the best players in the world. But I live in Florida. It is literally a UV index of 11 today, which I didn't even know that was possible. I thought it was a 1 to 10 scale. So summertime, professional golf is super busy, and I'm super busy with that. And once the season kind of ends and we get into the fall is when I play a little bit more golf and get back to the roots as to what I love the most about this game.
Well, you talked about how, despite being a huge fan, it does kind of underwhelm as a television product. It's a 3 or 4 traditionally each week. But that's where brands like No Laying Up come in, and it's been amazing to see not only what you guys have built, but so many other content creators. We're going to have Hallie Ledbetter in studio a little bit later today. There's this whole other world of golf now, thanks to digital media, new media that, is bringing fans into the game. So just talk to me sort of about the state of golf content creation and what you're seeing out there from influencers and everybody who's putting their sauce on the game.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what I was saying about it just being a game that, I just don't think it's that interesting, and I could be very wrong to, I would never want to go to Australia to go play basketball or go, there's a venue aspect to golf that is so incredibly unique and interesting that there's cultures around it in different countries, and it's just I don't know if I ever would have gone to Tasmania if it wasn't for 2 great golf courses being built down there on that island. And there's a travel and aspirational aspect to all of that I think is really being captured very strongly in YouTube content and social media and things like that. It's just pleasant to open up an Instagram and just see pictures of golf courses around the world and videos of people playing golf courses around the world, and it just kind of helps keep alive a dream that, hey, maybe someday I'll go visit that place, or I'd love to learn more about that, or I'd love to just escape for an hour and watch this video of, this weird golf course in New Zealand or something like that. It's been a true revolution, really, of that in the last 10 years, and we're fortunate to be a part of it. I honestly just wish I could be in 2 places at once. I'd love to be watching golf and playing golf somewhere at the same time, which is just not possible. And there aren't enough days in the year really to get out and film and produce as much content and as I wish there was. That's the only thing I could change if I would.